I love it when I get notifications, even like, 5, 6 days, even more than a week after, and people are still watching the videos. Makes me happy. Guys will have to tell me if everything looks okay on your end. When I started doing the live on Facebook, there were some weird options that it was popping up with. So as you pop on, tell me hi, tell me what you're working on. Hi, Mom. That's good. Okay. Trying to get everybody set. Shar, Oriana, got your message. Malcolm. All right, good. As a reminder, I'm live on Facebook and on YouTube. So if one gets a little glitchy, pop onto the other one and hopefully you can still find me. If you have to jump off for some reason, know that these are recorded and they will be posted. So you can always go back and watch it afterwards. Nicole working on the Who You Gonna Shawl. Joyce, Soft Madness round 2. Mary, hi. Holly working on clue 3. Excellent. Debbie, Janessa, Cindy. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I love seeing all the little comments and the faces pop up. Oh, you guys, I don't have much of any projects that I can I can work on while we're chatting. So I'm going to try, but I'll end up, some of you may have seen the post I posted last night. I was kind of in this same position I am right now. Well, I was a row back on my, was watching MSU basketball last night and got a little off track on my knitting because I was paying more attention to the TV than I was to my knitting. That happens. Oriana working on cumulonimbus scarf. Hi, Sherry. Okay. So it is after 7, so we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Today is March 20th. Can you guys believe that it's almost the end of March already? It just occurred to me I probably should get our taxes done at some point. Oh, I got plenty of time. My name is Kristen. I'm the owner of the Little Yarn Shop located in downtown Saginaw, Michigan, inside the SVRC Marketplace. Marketplace is open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Deb hosts drop-in knitting help on Monday nights. While I'm in the shop doing my live, the girls are up in the front lobby. All of those nice bright windows, and now the daylight's lasting a little longer. They get a little bit more daylight up there. Hi, Jill. Mary just finishing a sweater. Excellent. I did want to mention Deb posted earlier today in the craft along group, but I don't think it posted on the main page. Quite a few of the knitters have started the In a Flurry sweater. It's a sweater pattern, top down, colorwork yoke sweater by Jill Zielinski, Knitterella. Some of you may have been familiar with her or maybe even met her when she was here last year. Hi, Julie. She got quite a few people that were interested in doing that sweater. So like Marianne just got popped in tonight and picked out yarn and is going to start swatching. It doesn't matter if you are starting at a different point. The point of it is just to know that there are some people working on it at the same time. Actually, I think a couple of them, Ashley and one other person, are working on a different colorwork sweater, but still just the camaraderie of knowing that that there are other people that are going through the same thing you are, whether that's good or bad, and checking progress and knowing Deb is there Monday nights, Thursday nights. She's here if you want to come work on your sweater. Thursday nights, Saturday, she's here all day. So anytime on Saturday. Chandra's almost on sleeve separation for her cardigan. Awesome. Linda's working on Octopus's garden shawl. All kinds of good projects. I feel like I should go back afterwards and look at everybody's what they're working on and pull the patterns up in Ravelry. Not that I need more ideas of things to make, because there are always, you guys know how it is. There are always more things to do. So let's talk knitting. I am wearing one of the sweaters that I wore in Mexico, one of my summer sweaters, or I guess it doesn't have to be. When it's warm in here, it's a good time to wear a short sleeve sweater. The summer sorrel. Stand back so the chair is not in the way. This is one that's done from the top down. It's got these little dip stitches all the way around. The body of it is in reverse stockinette. Malcolm, is that a song? Must be one I don't know. Super comfy, fingering weight yarn. The designer has a few different versions of the sweater. This one is the summer version. There is just the sorrel. There is a spring sorrel, I think. Jenny working on the left sleeve of a sweater. Excellent. So that's what I know. I know Beatles songs, but I can't think of an octopus one. Maybe it's part of the Yellow Submarine song. Anyway, I digress. That's what I'm wearing. What got finished this week is not something that I finished, but it's something that Christina finished. And some of you saw that I posted about it earlier today. Christina has been making some crochet samples for the shop. I think I had it inside out, but you can't really tell too much. It's one benefit of crochet. There's not really much of a right side and a wrong side. So this is the Havra Infinity Scarf. So we modified it slightly because it is written for, you can see like that white contrast and then 5 main colors. I have said for a long time, and we decided that it would be really cool with mini skeins. So it's a nice big, we figured out how much yardage you would need total. You could actually probably back this up a little bit. You could probably get away with wrapping it 3 times if you wanted it really cozy, but there's a lot of fabric. Okay. Malcolm and Julie, it's like you guys know some of the same things. That's weird. Hi, Leanne. So this is crochet. I did post that I had a couple kits available that were similar colors. Because you see this back here. I don't know on Facebook if you guys can see it or not, but there's 1 bin, 2 bins, 3 bins of all of that is mini skeins. And it's just kind of, it's not like I bought a whole bunch of each color. It's kind of a mix and match sort of thing. So this is perfect for just grabbing, or if you have mini skeins at home and you're not sure what to do with them, crochet wise, this would be a great one. I do have 1 kit that is similar. The blue is a little bit different and the orange is a little bit different. Other than that, it's the same colors. If you're not a crocheter, if you're a knitter, Terry swatching for summer sorrel, excellent. If you want a knitted similar version, the striata is a similar idea. The difference is knitted chevron scarves tend to be knit in a tube from the bottom up. Hi, Diane. Because nobody wants to graft chevrons, the beginning and the end of a chevron scarf. So most of them are done in a tube. This one it's a nice long one. You can see how it's laid out, but it's very similar with a little bit of a contrast color. It would also be really beautiful with one of those gradients that I have back there. But a mini skein set would work as well. So I've got the set that is similar to this is $95, and I have just one of those. And then I have the set that I'm calling Jewel Tones. I was trying to find a good way to like corral all of these and have them not not run wild. This is what I came up with. So they're all kind of shoved in there. The kits are 100-gram skein of fingering weight yarn and then 9 mini skeins. Most of them are around 20-gram mini skeins to go with it. This one has a lot more dream in color in it than the other one. So this one is $110 for the kit. Some of the minis are dream in color, smushy with cashmere. Some of them are ridiculous. The Addie sock. This white one has, in addition to those, 1 skein of Supernova Dye Works and Oculus sock, which is her merino cashmere blend too. So something to play around with. I know people like similar colors when we have a shop sample. So keep in mind, if you're a knitter and you like this style scarf that's done flat and seamed, I can find one for you. I know there are a couple out there. I just picked this striata pattern because it gives you that similar look without, one, without having to purl back because it's done in the round, and 2, because it's beautiful and it gives you that same sort of look. Haha, I bet you probably could even cast on fewer, make it a tube, and then graft the tube, but I digress. Again, I'm getting beyond myself. So if you're interested in either of those, I've got just the 2 kits available. So that's what got finished this week, not by me. Christina did that. I can't take credit for it. What am I working on? I am so close, you guys, on my LYS top. I am on the shoulder shaping of the second. Am I somewhere where I can show this to you? Sort of. Of course, I'm in the middle of shoulder shaping. So here's my second panel for my LYS top. I've bound off for the lace, what would be kind of along my arm. And now I'm working on the little bits on either side. You're supposed to put one side on a stitch holder or scrap yarn, or like pearl strings would work really well. I was sitting here and I'm too lazy for that. So it's just hanging out here, kind of getting in my way while I'm doing the other side. But I'm so close, you guys. I may have mentioned this when I was working on the first panel, because you make 2 that are identical. Here's the one that's done. These are the little, whoops, upside down. These are the little sections now that I'm working, where it's some decreases, a little bit of shoulder shaping, neck shaping. I am going to try and put the notes in my Ravelry page for the decreases. I should have made a little Excel spreadsheet, and I may still do that so we have a reference. Hi-end Jackie. The shoulder decreases are written in a way that is, it's a lot to follow. It's some of the, at the same time, do this every so many rows and that so many rows. So I wrote out, and I recommend that anybody does this. If it doesn't make sense the way it's written, write it out row by row. So that's what I did down at the bottom here. See, I've got my little right side, wrong side, all the way down. It's just easier that way. So if you get to a pattern and there are parts like that, don't let it trip you up. Don't let it intimidate you. Just take it little bites at a time. And really for this one, the first step was just writing out the right and wrong side, and then going through and putting in each section what it was telling me to do. Then I could line it up from there. Yes, exactly, Diane. I'm guilty of doing that quite a bit. So I'm hoping next week I will have this done, and maybe I will be wearing it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. The yarn is the Barocco Lumi, one of their new yarns. Has this beautiful, beautiful shine to it. 80% cotton, 18% polyester, 2% other fibers, which would be the fun sparkle that's in there. It's a DK weight yarn. What else? They come in 50-gram balls. So I just started my 9th one right before I bound off the lace. The pattern says I should need 10 of them. I may not need to go into the 10th, but I'm not sure. I did figure out for each row, it was taking me about 4 yards to get across. Why did I figure that out? Because I was getting close to the end of the last ball, and I have decided that this second panel that I'm making is going to be the front. So I really wanted to be more conscious about where I was joining new skeins of yarn. So it wasn't like right in the middle of my chest or something like that. So I've done most of them kind of along the edge of the lace. I didn't want to do it in the lace because I felt like that would be hard to weave in the ends. So I've just kind of like, this one was in a couple stitches. But I want to make the most of the yarn. So I measured out. Well, I started out by measuring out 3 yards and just tied a little knot and started knitting the row to see how, if I would use that much yarn. I did. So I had to take that knot out, add another yard, and knit the rest of the row. Pretty much took me that entire 4 yards. So as I got closer to the end of the ball, I could measure out 4 yards, make sure that I had enough to get me to the end of a row. So I wasn't stopping in some weird place. So I'm excited for that to be done. I am also working on my, why can't I think of the name of it? What's my note say? The Velicor. Let me grab the pattern for that. I'll be right back. All the million things I have around me, and this was not one of them. So, Andrea Maury, Drea Renee Knits, Velicor is the name of the pattern. It's a bottom up boxy top. And well, there's a little diagram, just a oversized bottom up boxy top. I am using 2 colors instead of the 3 that she calls for. You can see on here, she's got like solids. Everything is solids. The contrast, the main color, and the background color is just 3 solids. I am using Zauberball Crazy in like purples, greens, pinks. That's primarily the colors. And then my solid is, you guys, normally I'm more prepared than this. The Cascade 220 fingering non-superwash. I'm still on my first hank of that. So those come in 50-gram skeins, hanks. But I've made progress. I am making some progress. And you'll be able to see why I chose just 2 colors instead of 3. Because of the way the Zauberball changes, you get some of that horizontal striping on its own without having to do a 3rd color. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. These little guys are just twisted cables, right twists. She puts in there the easy way to do it where you're knitting the 2 together. Oh, Julie, that would be good. Yay, I love it when Julie brings samples. I feel like she's ahead of the curve on some of the things that I'm doing in the shop, which works out really well for me. So I'm slowly making progress because it is a boxy sweater, and because it's done in the round, it's slow going. But I'll get there. I'm really, really trying to not rip out. And I think when I posted the picture of my little oops, you couldn't tell in the picture. I can tell by looking at this that there is a row with my green that goes right across here, where I'm not sure what I did, but I twisted the cables differently. They're still going the same direction. In looking at it, it doesn't look like I twisted the stitches. Maybe I was just super tense when I knit that row, but it looks, every time I glance down at the sweater, that's what I see. You know, we are our own worst critics. So I'm leaving it. I'm hoping when I block it, that will all just even out and that will go away. Mary, yay, you should do it. It's fun. Exactly. That'll block right out. Let's see. And this is one I like. I know that when Julie made hers, she brought it in to show us too. But then Bonnie was looking at it and had me pick out colors. And that inspired me to want to make one of my own. Leanne, that was me. I'm glad I was able to help you. When Deb came in, we usually touch base before she goes up front to help the girls. And no, too, you can always pop down on a Monday night for beginning knit students or the basics and beyond students. The $10 drop-in fee is waived if you need help. Pop in here on a Monday night, 6:30 to 8:30 if you can. And she can always get you back on track that way too. But sometimes it works well to be able to type things out, sometimes not. So I'm glad we were able to get you back on track. Oh, let's see. Make that the back. It's all the way around. I wish it was just half of the row, but of course it wasn't. So that's what I'm working on. And look at my notes. Come on, wake up. Uh-oh, my little notepad won't wake up. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. You guys know me in technology. I really feel like anytime I buy any sort of digital something, I should buy the extended warranty, though usually when I mess up something, it's still within warranty because things just go wrong for me. Well, my notes are not going to work right now, so we'll just let those be. Maybe they'll wake back up again in a second on their own. I know I wanted to mention April 29th, local yarn store day, LYS day. Hearing rumors that Karen is just calling it Little Yarn Shop Day, which of course, why wouldn't we call it that? I am going to be getting pins. They changed the color of the pins, and I think they're going to change them every year. So it's more of a collectible, and you can see the difference between the years. I don't know. This one kind of looks like they picked the Pantone color of the year, but I'm not sure if that was their intent or if it just so happened to be that way. You guys are going to have to tell me if you can hear Melissa. I bet they probably can. It doesn't look like you're muted. Maybe they're hearing you laughing in the background. I can't because my computer's muted. Let's see. So ready to flood the marketplace with so many knitters, crocheters. Yeah, so LYS Day, we are going to, I had asked Rachel, who's the marketplace manager, about taking over the spot, similar to where everybody was social knitting last year. Because where we were last year, there's now a coffee shop. Well, you can't hear her. Okay. Should have her open mic. Oh, you guys, I don't know if you'd want that. You think I get distracted now? If I could hear her in the background, it would probably not be good for me. So Rachel has said that she's going to find a place for us to gather, because the shop will be quite busy if it's anything like it was last year. A place to gather, and Melissa will have the ball winder out there. We'll have tables set up for people to sit and knit and eat and chat. And I don't know, we should just flood the whole place with as many knitters as we can. And seriously, you guys, I think my tablet died. Well, it didn't die because I can still see my logo on there, and that's digital. Look at how cute that is. I just can't get any of my notes to show up. So let me think about what else I had to talk about. Oh, D-Stitch Nation kits for March are here. And if you are on the list to get yours and you have not gotten yours yet, you can go ahead and pop in and pick yours up. I have them set aside if you have like not necessarily prepaid, but pre-ordered, told me ahead of time that you want it. I have either 3 or 4 left after that. This month is, so D-Stitch Nation is the club that is Wonderland Yarns, and it is inspired by storybooks every month. And you get the yarn, which is different each month, and not only the color, but the base of the yarn, a pattern, and say that 5 times fast, and enamel pin. Holly. Yeah, we've got to have somebody down that way that would know yarn stores. So this month is, the base is Queen of Hearts, which is their merino cashmere nylon yarn, 410 yards. The Queen's Castle is the name of it. So it's this deep burgundy, purpley burgundy color. Snow White is the inspiration. So there's the cool enamel pin with the little, YouTube's not showing it up very well. The looking glass, the mirror. And the pattern this month is called the Sherwood scarf, which is kind of neat, like a little latticey. I like how they did the little fringe down at the bottom, but just a basic lace. And again, this pattern is, as far as I can tell, I didn't clarify with them, but as far as I can tell, the patterns are exclusive to the club. They are not patterns that are on Ravelry. That much I know for sure. $41. You get the skein of yarn, the enamel pin, and the pattern. Let me know if you are interested. As soon as I make sure that everybody who has pre-ordered has gotten theirs, I will go through with what I have left and get in touch with those of you who are interested in it. It's just, it feels different than Smooshy with Cashmere. So we are all very familiar with Janessa. Yes, of course. We're all familiar with Dreaming Colors, Smooshy with Cashmere. This is 80% superwash, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. So it's a little bit different makeup. And also the way they have their yarn spun is really cool. So it's like this super twisty, super squishy. It's different. It's definitely different. It's still really, really soft and squishy. It's just, I like this club because it's introducing us to new oh. Diane, I'm not sure if you're in this club or not. If you want to be, let me know, and we'll make sure that happens moving forward. I can't remember. I can look back through the history too. So I've got a couple of those. I'm gonna try one more time and see if maybe my battery died, but I don't think so. Oh, okay. Let me think about what else. This is the downside of technology, right? I thought I was going kind of low tech with it because I wasn't wasting paper, but it wasn't a full iPad that has a gazillion apps and distractions going. But apparently it's a distraction enough. I wanted to talk about yes, coffee. again, Victoria and I went for coffee on Sunday, and we got so into talking about stuff and drinking our coffee and eating our food that I forgot to take a picture. We went back to Creation, that's out on Bay Road. I love that it's so close to the house that it just takes us a couple minutes to get there. She had to work, so I wanted to kind of keep it somewhat close. So I told her options were Red Eye or Creation. Then we kind of had to flip a coin because neither one of us could decide. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but she works at Barnes and Noble. So if you're ever in there and you see her, tell her hi. She every once in a while has somebody ask her if she's my daughter, and she's usually pretty easy to recognize because her hair is a different color. Right now it's kind of green, I think. Plus she looks like my mom. For those of you who know my mom, if you saw her, you would understand. The genetics are strong. Oh, I know, with the kind of the unrelated but not thing that we did this weekend. My husband and I went to the Home Builders Association home show at SVSU. Not something that I would normally go to, but I remembered that Barbara, who owns Make and Bacon, who has the food truck, the food trailer, and a shop here in the storefront here in the marketplace, was vending there and selling her goods as their food vendor for the event. So I thought we could go over there, support her, say hi. Pattern to the left of me. This one is the All Points South by Casapinka. One of our favorites. So we went there. Also, we're thinking about remodeling our bathroom. So we thought maybe we'd get some good ideas by going to a home show. Turns out we weren't very successful in that. So I wanted to take advantage of the fact that there are a lot of local people that watch this and that come in. So if you are local to the Saginaw area or to the Tri-Cities area, and you know of a good builder who tackles like master bath bedroom remodel projects, send their info my way. I think there were only at the home show, there were only 5 builder remodel people set up at all. So maybe part of that is because they're so busy, they don't need to. The guy we've had work done in the past, I think it has retired. And he was a word of mouth recommendation, and we were very happy with his work. So I feel like word of mouth with small businesses is the way to go. Julie's getting remodeling done. That's right, she is. I don't know if they'd come up to Saginaw though. We'll have to see. Shoot, you guys. Maybe that's it. Maybe I didn't have anything else to talk about. The table's full of stuff, but I think that was pretty much it. April 29th, LYS Day. Don't forget the yarn crawls are coming up this summer. Pre-order for the middle of the mitten yarn crawl is up on the website. I am getting custom colors. It's reminding me that I need to reach back out to the dyers and see how the progress is coming. I am still working on being able to announce the dyer that I'm working with to put kits together for the Great Lakes road trip mystery knit along that is coming up. You guys, we're on the same page. So on the website currently, you can pre-order any of the colorways of the road trip mystery knit along. The colors of Manos del Uruguay They have 10 different kit colors available. Those are being pre-ordered. You can get those if you want to wait and pick one of, I think we're going to have 2 different kit options that are specific to us, which I think is really fun. Those, because they're locally sourced, don't need to be done as far in advance. So I'm not too panicked about the fact that we're just about a month away, because they are locally sourced and they will be available to be picked up on LYS Day or near that date, because April 29th is the date that the road trip mystery knit along shawl first clue releases. It's so much information, you guys. I'm excited about that one. Julie said she's going to bring in her, I think you said the Pennsylvania road trip one, or maybe the Florida. I know Michelle has done the Florida one. I don't know who the other one is. Pre-order by the end of March 31st for the Manos ones. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm feeling so discombobulated, you guys. So I think that's everything that I have gone through. Keep an eye on the Facebook page. I'm really hoping in the next week or so that I can get some more info for our kits that we're doing here, but I'm really excited about it. Price point is probably going to be comparable to the ones that are on the website for the Manos, but the yarn will be different because it's from somebody different. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for you all tonight. So I hope you have a good night and a good week. And I hope that amongst us, we've inspired each other to start new things, finish new things. Just keep being creative and enjoy. And if I don't see you all here in the shop in the next week, I will see you all right here next Monday.